He's got his own animated open. He's got to be good. Our real estate expert, Bryan Garrity, joins us again for one of my favorite segments every Monday. Ask Big Daddy. We're going to find out what's going on in real estate here in San Diego. You ready to go?
Good morning. I'm ready.
Okay, let's talk selling today. Let's talk about somebody that actually wants to sell their home.
Can you imagine? A good old-fashioned traditional sale.
Right.
Basically is what we're talking about.
So let's just put aside all the short sales and foreclosure.
Yes.
Somebody's got a nice home that they, for whatever reason, they're relocating. They want to move up. They want to move down. They just want to sell their house.
They're ready.
Plain and simple. Okay. People make mistakes. So let me run down the list here. Number one, they don't hire a professional to help sell the house.
Either that or they hire a ding-dong agent. So
what kind of an agent?
A ding-dong agent.
A ding-dong agent. Like, okay. Do not hire a ding-dong agent. That's tip number one.
It is, because this is the key. You have to have the right professional working for you. You got to have somebody who knows what they're doing, especially in this market.
Okay, so even with what you think is going to be a relatively clean sale in this particular market, people are coming at you with all kinds of ideas, creative financing, whatever. So to not have a pro on your side is pretty foolhardy.
Bad idea.
Okay, well that's number one. Number two, neglecting the necessary repairs prior to sale. A lot of folks say, well, I'll just leave it, let the as is. I'm going to sell it as is.
That's what's happened, though. The problem is the distressed market has created this kind of theme of houses sold as is. Back in the day when you were selling your house and you're making money, you would go through and you'd make those necessary repairs, hopefully ahead of listing. But the distressed market, there's so many as-is sales, and the friends hear about, I didn't have to do anything, I sold my house. Right, if you're short selling your house or you're losing your house, it's a different story, different set of circumstances. Traditional sale, going back to making money, getting some more money in your pocket, you got to go through your house and you got to fix those things that would turn off a potential buyer.
And what you're talking about is not leaving the home on the market quite as long because it's move-in ready to go. And you're also talking about maybe making repairs that might cost you $5 but might be worth $10.
Exactly.
In the end.
Exactly.
You do those.
You'd be amazed. You'd be amazed. It's a minor repairs that could make a big difference.
Now, refusing to remove your clutter and junk prior to sale. Again, it goes back to what's been happening here lately, but we need to, if you really wanted the market to turn around and be part of that, you need to go back to what we were doing when the market was humming.
Correct. And refusing. I mean, there are people that don't want to situate their house, move their stuff, complain they don't want to put things in storage. It's like, do you want to make money or do you not want to make money? If you don't want to make money, leave your house at Pigpen. If you want to make money, let's get it model ready. It's very frustrating when people don't want to remove their stuff. You'd be amazed, though. There are people that just dig their heels and don't want to do it. This whole distressed market created a really odd kind of, a
lot of frustration and so forth, and then a lot of just weird ideas about, it's going to be like this forever, and it's not.
No, especially with I'm going to keep hammering, especially with traditional sales, making money. All your friends that had a short sale, get away from that. Don't listen. It's a completely different approach, a completely different way of handling the sale. That's another reason why you need to have somebody who knows what they're doing. You really
Again,
do.
I would suggest going to a professional such as yourself because you can help them decide which things are important and which things are not.
That's correct.
Okay, selling your house empty. Now, I know that you'd like to take a lot of the personal things out so that the potential buyer can see themselves and their family in the home.
Right.
But what's wrong with selling it empty?
Then the buyers feel vacant. The buyers feel empty. You want them to. What you want to do is you want to set a minimalist. It's like when you go into a model home. You want to set minimalist kind of a stage so that when people go in, they can imagine themselves living in that house. They see the potential of the house. But you don't want to let clutter and all of that, all the personal stuff. I know it might be hard for the people to hear. You got to pull it out. Sometimes people need a little bit of a spanking to get the stuff out of the house. But I mean, really, you want people to be able to walk in there, turnkey in their mind, imagine themselves living in that property, and you'd be amazed at what it will do for the value. Amazed.
Now, mispricing the home. Right now, I don't even know how you would begin to pick a price. You know what it was worth 5 years ago and 2 years ago, and what you had hoped it would be worth when you were finally ready to sell. But mispricing the home, a huge mistake.
Deal killer, deal killer. You'll price too high. Your home will sit on the market. You have all those poachers out there waiting, and they'll just be waiting for you to sit there while you go down. You're going to be smarter. Price it right. Price it at market right out of the door, so that you get the highest and top dollar for the current market.
I've got so many other tips here, and I know I want folks to get in touch with you. I'm going to maybe pick one more here. Overlooking things like junk fees and extra expenses at closing.
Important. So as the seller, you're paying the commission. That's always a fun topic for people. Is the commission 6%? Yes, that's the standard commission. Are commissions negotiable? Yes, that's something between you and your agent. But there's also, you have escrow fees, title fees, transfer tax fees, etc. What sellers need to know is they need to make sure when they hire that agent that the agent's vendors that they're using for title, for escrow, anything related to the sale, number one, are reputable companies, but number two, are also not gouging the people. Because there are, now title, for example, has been regulated by the insurance commissioner. There's a win there. It doesn't matter what title company you're going to, depending on the sale of your house, you're going to pay the same for that policy. Escrow, however, you can see all kinds of fees. It still ranges. Lots of great escrow companies out there.
So all this stuff needs to be discussed up front with your reputable agent and somebody who knows what they're talking about. Folks, I suggest that you talk to Bryan Garrity, our real estate expert here, before you do anything. He would love it if it was a straightforward, wonderful, unencumbered sale.
We'd love it.
He'll help you out with anything, though, whether it be short sales or foreclosures, any of those things. But these tips today are primarily talking about the good old-fashioned traditional sale, which hopefully we're getting back to in San Diego.
And it's heading that way. It's heading. We're actually, the sun, like on that little animated dance, the sun is coming out tomorrow. No, I'm kidding.
When Big Daddy
that would be scary.
You should be optimistic too.
No singing. Daddy cannot sing.
For more information, you can go to san-diego6.com and you click on San Diego Living. He'll sing if he thinks it'll sell your house.
Oh yeah, no, of course, $1 million plus.
Of course he will.